Right, let's get this party started, shall we? Full-time score, like you haven't seen it already. Newcastle United 2, Spurs 3. Lucky to even get the second. Um, as you see by the title, Bruce out, party pooper, Killjoy, Captain Killjoy, whatever you want to call him, get him out of the club and take John Joe Shelby with him. Because why? How are you going to have a 15-minute cameo and get yourself sent off? I do not know. I mean, only John Joe Shelby. That's probably all he's contributed all season. I mean, and that's no exaggeration whatsoever. But yeah, absolutely killed the new buzz around the city. Just get him out of the club. And don't worry, people, it's not just going to be me ranting on. There's going to be people joining. So if you're listening in or you're watching it back, there'll be more people joining in, having their say. But the positives are as follows. Obviously, we scored. Callum Wilson scored. So one of the players that I would like to see stay at the club. It's not that many. I would like to see stay at the club, but he's definitely one of them, alongside Alan St-Maximin. Also, the fan that went into cardiac arrest is been confirmed as stable. So again, that's another positive, because there's no way that a fan should be going to games and not coming back. So that's another positive. And that's about where the positives end, really. Because for me, again, that just shows we are where we are for a reason. We're 19th in the league, in the relegation zone. I think Sky confirmed that we've got another 12 games to go until we actually hit the January transfer window. So that is a hell of a long time, a hell of a lot of football to be played, whether it be under Bruce or not, because Bruce is not the only problem that's just left at the club. Yes, we've got the big man out. That's one problem, but we've still got another big man left. So 12 games to go until we can get most of these players out, some well-deserved new players in. And yeah, there's not much to be too positive about. As I said, the only two positives were Wilson getting on the score sheet, the buzz around the place, which I wasn't there personally, but again, just seeing it on TV, like a lot of you probably did. There's this kind of new aura around the club that's not been there for a very, very long time. So that's great. And then obviously the fan that went into cardiac arrest has been confirmed as stable. So that's another positive. As I said before, I don't want to see any or hear about any fan that goes to a game that doesn't leave the game how they came. So yeah, that's another positive. But barring that, like you guys are saying in the comments, so many emotions. Yeah, definitely ups and downs. I mean, Newcastle United has always been a roller coaster of emotions, and today's no different. You know, going into the game, like even the little signs that I've seen in around the place, whether it be that big Sports Direct mug, whether it be everyone jumping for joy, whether it be, you know, Amanda and Mehdi, is it, reacting to the first goal scored. There's those emotions. Then you obviously got the emotions of, you know, everyone as a footballing community reacting to the person who's not been confirmed yet, you know, going into cardiac arrest. Then there's obviously the goals we conceded as well. And then obviously just everything else in between, you know, going down to 10 men as well. John Joe Shelby, what is he doing? Really, what is he doing? Jason Hobby, 1,000 games and something like 36 percentage win rate. Rubbish. Manchester United love him. They can have him. Bruce out. Bro, you couldn't have said it even better than... I couldn't have seen it better than you, because all this loving for Bruce, I know he's got loads of pals in the media, and I'm sure he's a nice man outside of football, but listen, this is a business. Do you know what I mean? Billionaires don't come into this just because they've got nice people in charge. They want to win stuff. And there's no way. The only reason why, in my opinion, Bruce remained at this club for this game is, maybe, like you said, to do his 1,000th game. They're trying not to be heartless and say, here you go, here's your 1,000th game. Jokingly, I heard someone say in the commentary saying that he won't be short of offers if he does leave. You're having a laugh at you. Surely you've not been watching Newcastle over the last 18 months, whatever, how long he's been. But yeah, the only reason why he's there solely is because he's got so many mates in the media that all seem to be like crowding around him and helping him out. I mean, even watching the overlap this week, Paul Scholes flipping out, defending him to high heavens. God knows why. We're not playing alongside him now, Scholesy. The build-up in the first 3 minutes were incredible. Yes, that's it. That's pretty much where it starts for us, mate. The build-up, fantastic. All of that bit on social media, all the bit that Sky were doing and stuff like that. That was great. First few minutes, come out and all guns blazing. After that, fizzled out. Like who blew off? The guns blew out. That's it. No, coming all guns blazing. And that's it. Fired one shot and that's it. While I see you waiting in the wings, I'm just going to read out this last one before I bring you in, mate. Ashley gone, Bruce next, then Penfold. The new owners need to make changes to the board and training staff. Completely agree. And in fact, I'll bring Marvin on this as well, and he can chat to me about this as well, mate. How you doing, son? Marv, you with us?
How's it going? Yeah, I'm here.
There we are. Yeah. I'm all good, mate. All good. Yourself?
Yeah, I'm doing okay considering the result, but it's a bit expected. A bit of a reality check.
Bit of a reality check to say the least, man. I mean, Jason was just giving a comment saying that Ashley's gone, Bruce is next, then Penfold, Lee Charnley. So many changes need to be made, but before we get into all of that sort of stuff, like, what's your thoughts on the game, man?
Um, like the atmosphere was incredible, and obviously when Wilson scored after 2 minutes, we were in dreamland. But
Mm.
just looking at the lineups, just even like we could say we want 7 players out, 7 players in, but you can't have Lascelles, Clark, and Richie in a back four. You're asking for it. Just
No,
that alone. You can't do that at Premier League standard. Like Manquillo, like out of all of them, I'd say is the one that's half decent at the moment. But the other three, you can't have those in a back four.
yeah. I mean, it's
You
funny that
have
you mentioned
to be
Premier
playing
League.
a left back there. I know Dummett's not fit, but what's
Oh, I know you mentioned Premier League standard, but like half of them are the players that brought us up from the Championship. So like, it just goes to show how much of a rebuild is needed. Like, we can't obviously do it all in January, but like half of those players are
needed a
literally
lot.
players that brought us up from the Championship. It's crazy to see. And like you said, Manquillo, who I'm sure many of us have slated and probably still will. Like, he was probably the best out of a bad bunch. It's mental to say the least, man.
And then retaining the ball, like I really like Hayden, but Hayden and Longstaff they can't retain the ball. So you've got Clark and Lascelles who are not good defensively. Richie, who was getting run ragged, and he's not a left back. And now you've got Hayden and Sean Longstaff that just can't hold the ball. So the pressure's just going to keep building up.
I think
I don't know what Gale has to do to get on the pitch.
I think you just froze there a little bit, but we got caught Gale at the end of it. But yeah, Gale. I mean, he's probably thinking, God, this has probably come at the worst time because, or the best time, in fact, if you look at the other way around, because he was not getting any game time whatsoever. Like, even Joe Linton starting ahead of him, who, to be fair to Joe Linton, like, obviously he's never pulling up trees, but he looked semi lively, if you like. He did something. Um, he was trying to make stuff happen. Obviously, Wilson's our main man, got on the score sheet today, but again, he can only do so much because his sole game is around service. Do you know what I mean? The service comes into the box of Manquillo, he gets his head onto it, he scores. If there's not service coming in, he's kind of isolated. He's not that type of striker where he's going to make something happen out of nothing. ASM, ASM, bless him, he's trying to make stuff happen as well, but he's been trying to be working with this shit show for like the best part of how many months now. So it's just frustrating, but at the same time, I'm sure the new owners can see it's a clear indication of what needs to be improved on the pitch. And I'm sure they ain't going to be going to Bruce anytime soon to figure that out. I'm sure they can figure it out by themselves anyway. But yeah. Marv, have you got a bit of a delay going on?
I think it's freezing up a bit.
Okay. I'm going to keep waffling on while you sort out the delay. But yeah, I've got a couple comments coming in saying Irish tune. Thank God Amanda and Co were there to see the rubbish. Bruce Time will be there before the Palace game. Hopefully so there, Irish tune. Ross says, quite relaxed about it all. The relax took the shine off it all. Bruce will be judged by results. Will be surprised if he makes the next game. And at least we only saw the challenge. Yeah, I completely agree because part of me, I don't want us to lose. But at the same time, I'm not that bothered that we did lose. I mean, it was a bit of a free hit anyway. We're playing Spurs. Sometimes it depends what Spurs we play against. We can do well against them. We can do shy against them. But the same time, like it's not like, oh my god, we lost to, no disrespect to Norwich, but we lost to Norwich or Burnley who are in the relegation zone. But yeah, like now we can start focusing on, okay, we've got a couple of games that are very key within the next 12 games that run up to January that we could potentially win. I'm not saying that we're going to, but again, that's the more than likely ones that we're going to win. Um, as it stands now, you know, we're going to be the most expensive club in the Championship. That's just facts, because we're in the relegation zone now. Within the next 12 games, I believe we're playing like 7 of the top 7, top 6, should I say. And every game, listen, if we played my local grassroots side, I'd still be worried about us, you know, going up against them. So it's not looking too healthy at the moment. It's not looking too healthy. But as I said, there's a couple of positives today. Again, out of those 11 slash 14 that played, or 14 that played, I probably would keep only 2 of them. I'd get rid of Darlow. Probably get rid of the whole back line, if I'm honest, eventually. Midfield, I'd only keep ASM and then Wilson. That's it. If I'm being brutally honest, like if we're trying to go for top 6, and that's what we want to go for, then those are not top 6 players. The only 2 are ASM and Wilson. So yeah, Alex is saying please sack Bruce today. There was chance at the end of the game saying sack to the morning, and then I put out a tweet and someone replied back saying, well, that's too late. Can he go now? And I totally agree. Like if we can get rid of him like later today, that'd be awesome. I don't think with all the hoopla around us, though, I don't think we will do that. Though I don't think that's what the sort of coverage that we want, especially with all the negative side around our Saudi takeover. But if it was up to me, I would sack him literally now. Like you'd be messaging me in the comments saying Bruce is gone, but I don't think it's going to be like looking like that. We look so disjointed in attack. It always looks like our players have never played with each other. Richie and Jolinton have no clue how to play with each other. And that's so true. The chemistry, what's the best chemistry that we've had? The best chemistry that I've seen down that left-hand side is Enrique and Jonas. Like, working together, knew each other's movements and stuff like that. When one dropped back, well, in fact, they helped each other out in defence and going forward as well. Like, them two just don't look like they've played together at all. Like, they literally just been thrown on the park. So here you go. This guy's name's Matt. This guy's name's Joe. Do something together and see what happens. That literally looks like how it is. And again, it's just no consistency there as well, because Richie doesn't start always at left wing back. Sometimes it was Jamal Lewis before. Now it's Matt Ritchie now. Joe Linton looks like he has to play just to kind of justify price tag, so he stays, even though he probably shouldn't. And it's probably the same down the right-hand side as well. You know, sometimes you get Kraft playing. Mankir is probably the better one out of a bad bunch down that right-hand side. Then in front of him, you don't know who's going to play in front of him as well. So it's just like we need to start getting some consistency and getting these people working together, even in the centre halves, like Lascelles, Clark, and who's the other one? Is it Lascelles and Clark, I think, playing together? Usually it could be Lascelles and Cher. Usually it could be Lascelles and Fernandez. We need to just get some consistency together in all parts of the park, even in centre midfield. Longstaff and Hayden today. Sometimes it's been Hayden and Shelby. Sometimes it's been Longstaff and Shelby or whatever. But I don't personally want to see Shelby in a black and white shirt ever again. Like, really, truly. Like, after that, this just summarizes what I've been saying about Shelby for a long time. What? He could play the next game and have 2 absolute stormers in terms of Hollywood balls. And then today he gets sent off within 15 minutes of coming on. 15 minutes. You're chasing the game. You've got your new bosses up in the stands. Everyone's going crazy, even if we're losing. Like, even when we went a goal that they scored, then they scored a second, we were still cheering. And yet you come onto the game to change the game. And yeah, you change the game, but in a negative fashion. Nah, forget that, man. Please. No, I can't deal with Shelby no more. The defence today was the same as the defence as Rafa had. Yet a world apart in terms of organisation. The difference a quality manager makes exactly that, Ross. Do you know what I mean? The same defence that we came up with, Rafa had it for a year and a bit, did he? In the Championship, out of the Championship into the Premier League, should I say? And today we just looked bang average. Same defence, You know, we're supposed to get better. We're supposed to be more experienced now that we've played a couple of seasons outside of the Championship, and he still look bang average. Who's coming in for Bruce? I'm hoping they have someone lined up. I'm hoping so too. Right, I'm hoping that these guys' Wi-Fi issues are sorted, especially you, Marv. Marv's bringing it into the mix, and my guy Fumbi is here as well. What are we saying?
Hello.
What are you saying? What are you saying? Marv, have you sorted out your Wi-Fi yet, bro?
Marv's on that.
I think it's sorted. It said like 10 devices connected. So I was like, what's going on? So I just changed the password. Someone, I think my neighbour said, yeah, 10.
Jeez, Marv is still in the first half. He's that behind.
Better connection over here than on the pitch.
Yeah, I suppose. Well, yeah, Fumbi, let's get your thoughts on it, man, because I've been rambling on for a little bit now. What's your thoughts on that?
I mean, I think everybody was anticipating some kind
How's it going for me?
How's it going, Marv? He said that 20 minutes ago, you know. I think everybody was... Look, the feel-good factor is still there, because the point is, people are talking about the money we have and the players we're going to sign. The whole celebration was about Mike Ashley gone. That's what this is always about. We have the Wicked Witches dead. Remember Wizard of Oz? When the house landed on the witch and everybody came out? Yeah. That's what that was. So us losing today was standard protocol because we're shit. Now, today was bad in the sense where those players were so bad. I'm watching it like, what is wrong? We started early, we got lucky and got a goal. Problem is, we haven't played any football. There's been no passing. There's been no knocking about. We haven't been tested. We haven't seen what kind of cover we've got. We haven't seen what kind of attacking play we've got. So we score early, our tails are up. We forget Spurs are a good side. They've got good players. And once they started their business, then you saw who was the better team. Today was disappointing. It was a poor performance. See Bruce, I think it was, his 1,000th game in charge. I think the new owners are aware of everything in the sense of the reputation of the Saudis and so on and so forth. So I didn't think they want to come in. I thought they didn't want to come in gung-ho and just drop this brother. Keeping him there gave them a nice little credit with the Premier League people who are in love with Steve Bruce. The pundits and the ex-players. It gave them a little, credit to them. Make a statement. So it kept them happy. Now, literally, his head is on the chopping block. He has to go because 3-1 and a red card. The maddest thing about the red card?
We got two.
3-1, because I didn't want to. That was irrelevant. And the red card. The maddest thing about the red card? I didn't even know when John Shelby got his yellow. I didn't even know when he got the yellow.
Neither did I. I was thinking
that should have been a red.
I was thinking, how was it a straight red? And I was like, there's a red coming. And then someone said, oh, he got a yellow card within the 15.
I was like, what?
What? He's been there 15 minutes. Yeah, I didn't.
Now, Sean Longstaff on the Rafa was looking like Michael Carrick, Scott McTominay sometimes, just kept the ball and kept it moving. Now he's looking like Sean Longstaff now. Like he's looking terrible. He made a mad tackle. He made a mad tackle in the first half. The referee said to him, calm down. And I thought to myself, I wonder if he's going to calm down. Did he not get the yellow? Of course he got the yellow. Of course he got the yellow. We've got no... If you man play FIFA, you know what CAM is? We have no creative attacking midfielder. So everything has to go to the wings. But
I got FIFA 22 and I just took out all the midfielders.
I sold the whole team. Listen, if you look at Fraser was fit, but he played Joe Linton on the left. Joe Linton lost the ball so many times today. I think they start passing to him. And then you have Callum Wilson, who's isolated up front. Callum Wilson scored a great centre forwards goal today, Great centre forward. That was the only time we gave him food for the whole game. The only time.
That's what I'm saying. He's not got
for 90 minutes. Man was not served after that. It's like in Squid Games when they gave you the boiled egg and the water and they said done. And then they expect no one to fight that night.
Let me ask you this. Out of all the squad there, who would you keep?
In Newcastle?
Yeah.
I'd keep ASM, but he has to change the way he plays.
Yeah.
He has to be coached. I'd keep Callum Wilson because that's a striker. If you feed him, especially in the fight we're in, he will get us goals. I'll keep Almiron because I like Almiron, and I think he's been miscoached ever since Bruce come into the game. And that's it. I'll sell Joe Willock tomorrow.
Wow.
Yeah. I was never excited about him coming.
Are you making?
No, I was not excited. I was not. My brother supports Arsenal. My brother told me, he said, "Look, he will score, but what else does he do?" And in a team like Newcastle that doesn't create those moments to score, what else are you gonna do? Where's the passing? Where's the grafting? Where's the closing down? Look at the first goal today. The ball went straight to Reguilon, who destroyed us, by the way. Went to Reguilon. Mankilo does not close him down. Fine. He has the time to square it to Ndombele. Who's our holding midfielder? Isaac Hayden. Where is he? About 5 yards behind Ndombele. The guy's able to, a guy of his quality who's able to turn. You saw the finish. Then you see Harry Kane's goal. Mankilo again. So we have poor coaching, and these are not bad players. Mankilo's not a bad defender.
Yeah, he just looks bad in our team. I mean,
he looks bad in our team because our coaching is terrible.
Yeah,
the coaching is bad. You can just see it. You know, no game management. You know, Matt, you've been watching football. When you score a goal in 3 minutes, next thing is game management. Slow it down. Find the man. They're nervous. What did we do? Nothing. We kept pressing. Go forward again, guys. Let's get 6.
Listen, I hope Mandy at halftime got the checkbook out and just made a little bucket list of players of who she's gonna sign and who she's ticking off. That Joe Linton, he's not gonna be around here for much longer.
No.
You know what I mean? Because all of them need to go. Like I'm seeing.
Did you see his? How can you not sort out your feet? How? This is not secondary school. What are you doing? This is the Premier League, fam. How are you playing like that?
Someone saying Lascelles needs to go to League One, whereas the
Who's Lascelles? Who's that? Who is that? Did you ever see him come on his back foot once tonight? He's not a leader.
These are the same players from me that we had in the Championship and under Rafa.
Imagine
Lascelles looks a decent player under Rafa, and it looks like a leader, look like commanding the box. And now the same players that have now had 2 more years since we come up or whatever experience in the Premier League.
They're not got better.
Looking amateur.
And then you combine that with a coach who's not great. I believe because we finished 12th with this team. So I'm looking at Bruce like, maybe he did do a good job. Because how is that team finishing 12th?
God knows. And we've actually improved in terms of signings, like since then, like signing Willocks, signing ASM, who wasn't there when Rafa was there. Apparently, we've improved. We didn't have a proper striker.
Do you know the maddest thing? We scored in every game we've played this season, bar 1.
Yeah.
How crazy is that?
Still with no win as well. Still with no win.
I mean, 2 games away. Watford and Southampton should have been guaranteed wins.
Mate, we're going to be the championship.
Well, here's the thing where everybody has to be realistic about. If we get relegated, the only thing that's going to hurt is the ego. Everyone's going to be, oh, that money in the championship. But that's the beauty of it all, because we get to really start a project.
Yeah.
Because we need a basis. We need a foundation, and we haven't got it. We haven't got it.
We went down last season, man.
Right.
If we went down last season, this season, and if we got taken over this season in the championship, then we could have a proper rebuild. Like players would have gone because they didn't want the championship. Great. We didn't want you there either. The likes of Shelby's like Shelby, I do not want to see him in a black and white shirt again. And I've said that plenty of times before for me, but I really mean it. Like, please don't come back. Like, it's no need for you to get sent off in 15 minutes.
How you get a red card in 15 minutes?
15 minutes.
Hey, Clint, I'm looking at my brother like, when did the first yellow happen?
It's baffling.
How have you been on? How are you so eager to get a yellow? We were losing 3-1. There's no need for you to get a yellow.
I don't know. And a guy was covering him as well. It's not like he was last man. Like, there was a guy
right.
So you didn't need to really do it. Like,
you didn't need to tackle him. You didn't need to tackle him at all. And even the ball getting to Reguilón pissed me off. Clark, oh my God, Clark was terrible today.
Bro.
Hey, Ndombele, Lucas and Son, they were killing us. And Reguilón, you see Harry Kane spreading the ball like he's been playing worldlies all season.
Bro. Listen.
We gave them confidence.
This is what we do, though, isn't it? When there's a team that hasn't won in a certain amount of time, or a player hasn't scored in a certain amount of time, bring on Newcastle. We'll change that for you. We'll change your life. We'll change your goal scoring record. We'll do all that for you. If you had
but Clint, in a weird way, do you think we needed this? We needed this Arsenal thing.
Of course. Because again, I don't like seeing us lose, but at the same time, I wasn't that bothered about it. Because if we won, my God, all the pundits,
you got to give Bruce a chance.
It's
true. What they're gonna say now? What they're gonna say now? Because look at that. Your 1,000th game. And by the way, everyone keeps saying the 1,000th game. Have you seen the win-loss record? It's ridiculous. He's lost way more games.
It's like you're not seeing the stats. It's like people seeing the 1,000. But if you talk about numbers, let's talk about the real numbers. What's your win ratio?
Yeah.
What is your silverware ratio?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So stop talking about the 1,000. How many games have you won in that period? How many championships or how much major honours have you won? And then talk to us. Do you know what I'm saying?
None. 4 promotions to the championship. That's it. To the Premiership. That's it. That's his claim to fame.
That's not good enough for a team in the Premier League to get what his biggest achievements to get promoted into Premier League. That's it. Already there. Okay.
By the way, none of those teams he got promoted with are in the Premier League now.
Yeah, exactly that. Do you know what I'm saying?
So
all the previous clubs that he's been at, Sheffield Wednesdays, Aston Villas, Sunderlands, I don't think any of them will have a good word to say about him. But yet we're the ones that are bad because we're talking bad about him.
They're all look at those levels of clubs, fam. Look at the levels of clubs. They're not big names.
But even Villa, when they had him, Villa had a good side and they still didn't get promoted with. I'm sure
they begged him to leave. And now look where they are.
They're flying.
And all these coaches, yeah. I know these pundits talking about a true football man. Ask them which Premier club is going to be scrambling for Steve Bruce once he gets fired.
That is the funniest thing as well, because I heard it in commentary. I don't know if it was a dodgy feed that I was listening to, but someone was talking about if he was to go, he's going to have loads of offers. I'm like, what?
From who?
Offers from where?
Unless it's Derby. Unless it's Derby.
And even Derby, with their money troubles, they'll be like, nah, we're all right, thanks.
Where are you going to get offers from?
We got Wade
Eddie Howe didn't get offers. Why is he getting offers?
Exactly that. I mean, look, I say after the game, man, walked downstairs and handed Bruce a brown envelope and said, enjoy Spain. Listen, Bruce, enjoy that 8 mil. Listen, you've got a touch there. 8 million for 18 months of failure.
Go get that holiday home.
Bro, and the rest. Man's already got properties already, yeah? For £8 million now on top of that. You could just be a property magnate and that's it. Forget about the
man. Go and spend that money.
Go and enjoy life. Be the wealthiest Newcastle fan that there is. If you're really a fan of us, go and buy us a season ticket, yeah? £8 million, that's it. You're living life, man, and let us enjoy.
Man, try to come out, say, I wish my parents weren't around to see the abuse I've got. Motherfucker, please. Please. We all get abused. Bounce.
Bro, come on,
you knew what time it was. You couldn't wait to get the Newcastle job. You knew what time it was. You knew it was a level above you, but you knew the prestige behind managing a Premier League club is what you wanted. And you did. And I'm sorry, I don't care. I'm not happy. I don't want him. I don't care what they say. Yes, we finished 12th and he stirred the team to that, but and they didn't give him money. I agree. They didn't invest in the team. I agree. But I don't like Bruce anyway. I don't think he's a good manager. No. And now we've got money, we can get better.
Of course, man. Everyone's complaining, thinking that we want Mbappe now. I'd grab you have some decent mid-table players who actually work hard. You're right.
I don't care for Mbappe. I play Football Manager. I play Championship and FIFA Career Mode. There are so many players available. So many young, talented players that can play football. You don't need Mbappe. We don't need Haaland. We don't need them cats. You know what I mean?
Right
I'm taking. No, not right now. I just want to place the cameras up the table.
Yeah, we just need
Who's
some
Brighton got? Brighton are what, 6? Who they got up front? Danny Welbeck. Come on, man.
We want to laugh at the same time. You're right. Like we just need some grafters in the team. Someone that's
West Ham have what's his name? Fortune. West Ham.
Yeah, they've just got grafters. That's what I'm saying.
Grafters. They've not got world beaters.
We just need
grafters in there.
We need some defensive stability as well because I'm not.
Oh my goodness! Like no, Carlos trash. We can say that.
Is Dubravka on the bench as well?
I don't think so. I don't know. I don't know.
It's Woodman still in it.
Carlo is trash. He just stays there, you know. He just stands there like
he's waiting for a payoff as well. And I usually love Darlow, man, but flipping out, Darlow, bro, man.
Do you know what the second half?
They're all waiting for payoffs.
Terrible. The second half, we were terrible. I don't think we attacked once.
No. Well, somehow we managed to score a goal in the
second half. Imagine that. We got a goal.
I was so surprised. I walked away from the skins like, we scored. And then
when I heard this is me. I just kissed my teeth.
Every time I'm like flipping. Oh man, cheers.
I feel for Murphy too, man. Like these men are not coached well. You can just tell. You know how you know you're not coached well? By the decisions they make. Yeah, some of the decisions our players make. You're just like, who thought of that? Did you ever see a passing move game today? Like you see how Ndombele was rolling as like a spliff.
See I think it was the third goal that they scored, like the tiki taka.
I was clapping.
This is what we want to see, man. Like it's ironic that we had Ginola there, yeah, because those were the days that I remember. That's
Kieran Dyer. Some of the clips they were showing, I was like, "This is my club."
This is. If you got kids, yeah, you were like, "Yo, come in, son, quick! This is how he used to play." Yeah, look, that guy there with the grey beard. Yeah, he used to play for us when he actually.
But Clint, let me ask you a question. Do you think was it always bad, or am I forgetting stuff like the Ben Arthur time? Were we bad with Papi Cisse and Demba Ba? What happened to that period? What happened?
That era was the last. Was that last period? Yeah, the last good period that I remember was that period there. Like people might consider finishing 10th a good period, but that's no. When you've had good caviar sort of meals, you don't remember the steak and chips or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So that was the good era. That's the last good era that we had. The finishing.
So what happened? Where did it all go wrong?
Ashley, man. Actually, that's it. Like we didn't invest after that. We went after shit manager after shit manager after shit manager. I think who did we have after Pardew?
McLaren.
Was it McLaren or
and he got relegated.
One of them clowns anyway. And then that's it. And this is where we are now. How many years on from there? So yeah, bring on the days that we can start signing those players, and we don't even need to go big straight away.
No.
We just need to say sign grafters, like you said, like players that are not necessarily getting into sides, like maybe even a Lingard to start with. Like I don't know, I'm freestyling at the moment, but like
I don't know if Lingard would want to come if we're at the bottom. We'd have to give him a nice payday.
Listen, everyone's getting a nice payday. Let's face it. We haven't got no bargain. No, but you got to be realistic from me. Like
true.
No bargaining chips or anything like that or wiggle room when you're 19th in the Premier League. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you can't say, "Oh, welcome to a club." So where are you in the league? Don't worry about that. Here's the stadium and here's a chair. But where are you in the league? No, don't worry about that. It can't dress it up, bro. We can't dress it up. We've literally just got to say, look, we know we're in a messed up situation right now. Here's more than what you're asking for. Get us out of this situation and we'll review it like in 6 months' time. That's what we're gonna have to do. We're gonna have to sign a bunch of mercenaries. Like there's gonna be players coming to our club, will be lying to us, they'll be lying to us saying, I grew up watching Shearer. No, you didn't, mate. You just learned about us like 2 minutes ago.
Hey, we need to raid them. You know them hungry players.
Yeah,
them players hungry. Yeah, they just know how to hold up the game, just tackle and defend.
That's it.
We need to start with those. We need 3 in January, we need 2 centre backs, 2 creative midfielders, and 2 strikers.
Bro, the shopping list is listen, I know it's around Christmas time, yeah, but the Christmas shopping for us is gonna be extended. Like,
do you know what's mad about it though? The whole of December, we're gonna be stressed already. Because they're gonna link us to Pele. They're gonna link us to LeBron, Russell Westbrook, Tom Brady. They're gonna
Players
link
that
us to
even
everybody.
plays football.
Yeah.
They just like, yo,
Yeah.
Newcastle are going to be in for that player.
Yeah,
They're going to be in for Donald Trump.
yeah,
What?
yeah.
Donald Trump plays
Any
football? Yeah.
sport with the ball, we're gonna be linked to them. Serena Williams, we're gonna be linked to everybody.
Anyone who's next to something black and white, they're like,
Yeah.
yo, Newcastle.
Yeah. Hey, if a player drives past Newcastle, they're gonna make a speculation. When he drove past Newcastle today,
You know what I'm saying? Like, flipping Messi spotted driving past Newcastle. Is he on his way? No, I was just driving past on my way to Scotland.
Messi just followed Fernandez on Twitter. He's probably gonna entice him to come down. You're like, what?
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to deal with all of that. Then we're gonna have to deal with the realistic targets. The good thing is you will know when it's hot enough. The good thing is this ain't gonna be like an Ashley team where we're linked with the player on the 1st of January, then we loan him in on the 31st.
Oh, no.
This ain't gonna be that.
Linked with him on the 1st of January, signed on the 1st of January, 2 minutes later.
That evening.
Holding that shirt. Yo, you're playing on Sunday.
The truth is this. If Amanda Stelvey has 3 big tasks already. 1, director of football has to be sorted this week.
Yeah.
2nd, the manager to follow. By the way, when I say 2nd, I mean as they've nailed the director of football, the manager's name should come from him as well.
Yeah.
I want Favre. You know Favre? Is it Favre?
Yeah, is it Lucy?
I want him.
Okay.
I want him. What he did at Dortmund was mwah. I like people like that.
Yeah.
They do it with the kids. They understand football. They build. They're not here to. They might not win you a trophy, but they leave their mark on players. They develop them. They get better. You know. Then after the director of football and the manager's sorted, by the way, that's this week. Then she has to start talking to the director of football. We need 5 players, bro.
At least.
Because, and I'm saying by January, it's not a thing where, okay, who do we need to bring in? It's sign. Like, what the fuck were they talking to these players? That's what it's going to look like. So you're talking to agents now. Holler at the agents. All them desperate Fernandez motherfuckers, start talking to them early. They'll be selling their players.
Yeah, I would like, as in a statement of intent, like I would like players signed now so that obviously we can have them on January the 1st, isn't it? You know them ones, like, you know, sometimes clubs do that. Like they have, okay, cool.
I don't think we can do like 6 of those though.
No, but again, that put my mind at ease. I don't want to be like rushing around like a, what's it called, like the rush for presents and stuff like that.
Well, if they see our fixture list, I don't think they will be like, we ain't got time. We should get Donny van de Beek. We should just go for him.
Anyone, love, anyone.
Give Man United 40 million to force the sale. Maybe 30 to 40 million to force it. No, how much are they getting for? 53, innit?
Something stupid like that, yeah.
Yeah, so we should give them 30, which is a blessing, considering. But we're desperate. That's the thing, though. Once we start negotiating Man United, you want Van der Beek? Oh, and we can give you for 50? Come on, man. You're going for 63? Yeah, I know, but we might need it for Champions League. You're like, because we got the money now.
We might need for Championship more like, but anyway. Jason saying Conte. Conte's my choice, but I think Conte's.
I don't want Conte.
He doesn't want any part of this right now. I think we need.
No, and we don't want him. We don't want him. He's a temperamental manager. The moment you spill his milk the wrong way, he wants to leave the entire club. I'm okay with not having Conte. I'm really not. He can go. He's a 2-season manager. So when we start winning the league, and then we bring in the likes of the Conte. But he's not a long-term manager. We need a long-term manager right now.
Yeah. So this is the guy that I wanted to see. Statman Keith, welcome to the party. Even Fordy and Fumbi, January cannot come quick enough. Which players do you think will be loaned out or leave from Newcastle United to make space for new players coming into the squad in January? Boy, I mean, we've talked about a few of them already. Like Shelby's got to go for me. The whole back.
I don't think Shelby will go though.
Shelby can go. Before this as well. Don't get twisted, I'm not just reacting on what happened today. I've always said, well, not always said, but quite recently I've said that Shelby needs to go. He's not mobile enough to get around. Willett's come in now, and on better days he's better than Shelby. Probably not today, but we've needed someone for a while now who can actually get around the pitch. So Shelby has to go for me. The back line can go.
But can't Longstaff get around the pitch?
No, then that's what I'm saying. They're not those sort of players like a box to box moving like mobile. We need energy. Shelby will just sit there, try and ping a long ball, not come off, blame someone else, then go on for a challenge, get a yellow card, then get a red card, and then flipping hell, we go missing for the next 10 games. Then he'll have like 2 good games where he picks 2 good passes, and then everyone thinks he should be playing for England. Like, I'm not falling into that mold anymore. So
I think
Shelby, strikers like Gale and stuff need to go. And
oh my God, Seb
literally
made the point in the group.
Just keep ASM and Wilson. I know we can't do wholesale changes like that in January.
No.
For the time being, I would say literally get rid of. Well, I would get rid of Shelby and get rid of our defense.
The thing is, Seb made a good point. Moving these players along is not going to be easy. It's not like we're selling gold here. We're selling used goods.
Car boot sale, bro. Car boot
sale. Sunday market style.
That's it. This
is back of a lorry shit.
That's what it's going to be, because I can't really see like people scrambling over each other. It's like, yo, I want Shelby. No, I want
Longstaff.
I want Fernandez. Like, no, come on, bro. Like, we're in 19th place for a reason. The only people will be scrambling over is ASM and Wilson, and those are the 2 that we actually want to keep. Like, everyone else,
the 2 we have to keep. So I think it's a bunch of loan deals initially. Maybe get some of those players to go to. See, they have a lot of work to do. Just even thinking, how are we going to move players along?
That's what I'm saying. That's why I would probably start now. And I'm sure it's probably starting around this time anyway. But I would definitely start now, just to say, look, start feeding clubs out, like who's interested in this, and at the same time start bringing in some players as well. Like even Irish Tune saying like he's got some options of who he would want to bring in: Vlahovic, Lingard, Barnes, Van der Beek, Bailey, Barkley, Ramsey, Ward-Prowse, Aarons. Like, I like a few names on those names on that list.
Winks.
Nah, not Winks. Aarons for
me. Not Ali.
I like Max Aarons. Dele Ali maybe. James Ward-Prowse.
Dele Ali for what?
I like James Ward-Prowse.
For what?
James Ward-Prowse.
What's Dele Ali gonna do? Hell no, he's just gonna go and bang girls in Newcastle. No, we don't want that. No. We need focused players. This is a relegation scrap, This is not for this is the Ward-Prowses. Yes. Do you know who Vlahovic is?
Nah, where's he from?
I think he's a Serbian striker. He's one of the best. Tottenham are going to sign him if they sold Kane.
Okay.
So he's touted to be the next one. So he's a good signing. So I want Ryan Gravenberch.
Okay.
From Holland.
Statman keeps bringing up the next 6 games, boy. Crystal Palace away, Chelsea home, Brighton away, Brentford home, Arsenal away, Norwich home. How long do you think hang on to? That is a big miss. Like, how many points are we getting out of that? Like, Palace.
I think Palace, we should look for a draw. Try and get a draw. We beat them there last season.
Yeah.
We beat under new management, hopefully. So who knows?
Yeah.
Chelsea can go either way. They don't score many goals. So you can frustrate them. But at the same time, I'll take the. We don't do it like Chelsea anyway.
Nope.
Brighton, again, it all depends on where we are in terms of manager and team mindset. Because I don't think Brighton should be battering us, but they always do.
They do.
But Brentford, I don't care. If we don't beat Brentford at home, then I'm pissed off.
What? You think? Listen, Brentford are no joke, man. You think Brentford are a joke?
Yeah, new season jitters. I don't care. I don't care. We should still be beating teams like Brentford. I don't care. If we're coached well, we've got the tools to beat them. Callum Wilson, ASM, Fraser, we can beat them.
Okay.
Definitely.
Okay.
Arsenal, again, depends on where Arsenal are that day, but they're not going to be easy, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Norwich, we have to beat them.
That's the only game I can see us getting tired from, if I'm being honest. Norwich.
So you think we're going to lose the next 4 games? I don't think so.
I want to say lose them all, but well, in fact, maybe.
I don't think
the way we're playing right now.
I don't think so. We score. Remember, we score goals. We figure out the back 4. We can score goals. Remember that.
Yeah.
So if we score goals against teams that don't actually score that many goals, we figure it out, we can play better. Remember last season when we had that fixture list? We thought we're done. And we managed to get the most points out of it.
Yeah, God knows how, man. But
it was a funny game. Your fortunes will always turn. Your fortunes will always turn at some point.
It is, but boy.
But sometimes it might be too late, though.
Exactly. Gary says, how many points will we have before January 1st? Well, we've got 3 at the moment. 3 points out of God knows how many. But I can't see us getting more than another 3.
Always remember, yeah, football is about time as opposed to looking at the fixture list. Remember, in December, all those teams are playing extra games. People are rotating their squads because they're trying to rest legs. There's Champions League games. You might catch Chelsea after the Champions League game they played. So there's things that will go in our favour. It's like, okay, we might be able to beat them or get a point off of them. So I don't think we need to worry about January 1st or how many points we have. We just need to stay in the league.
Yeah, Dino's brought up a good point. A lot of these players will end up seeing out their contracts, trust me. And that, you know what? I can actually see that as well. Like, if I'm Dwight Gale and I'm probably not going to get a better offer, I don't mind sitting on the bench for another 2 years or however long he got extended for. Same with like
we'll just loan him out then, innit?
We'll loan him out, but again, we'll still end up probably paying their wages from me. Do you know what I mean?
How much is Dwight Gale on?
I don't know. Probably he was in the last contract. He was definitely in the high 40s. So,
and how many years left on his contract?
We just re-signed it again. We re-signed it again because we weren't signing a striker. Remember?
So they have another contract.
So we can
sell Dwight Gale. We can sell Dwight Gale. We can sell him to a championship team.
I don't know, but I think if we do sell or loan these players out, we'll still be paying their wages anyway. So technically, they might as well be with us anyway. Do you know what I'm saying?
No. Technically, no. I don't mind that. I don't mind that. What's it costing us money? It's costing us money keeping them there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Let them sell their contracts. That's fine. Sometimes it has to be like that.
Yeah.
They can sell their contracts playing for Cheltenham. We'll be fine with that. You're still not getting Arab money. You're still getting your sleazy deal. And then you're not playing for Cheltenham. So it's not like it's a great place for them as well.
Yeah. RSJ says we need to do a street yard sale to Middlesbrough.
I think who's the highest paid player?
It's got to be either
Shelby,
Vinton, Shelby, or Wilson. I would say one of them 3.
So I think Shelby's on 70.
I last heard he's on 80. It's one of them.
On 80. So if that's our highest paid, 80. Yeah, we can handle pay their wages.
Well, I don't know if you're you must be the new accountant, mate. If you're that confident, anyway. But Q saying after today's results, Steve Bruce has matched Steve McLaren's horrendous start to the 2015 to 2016 season. 0 wins, 3 draws, 5 defeats. See, look, Steve Bruce is still out here breaking records, matching records, and how's no one taking him in? Like, it's crazy. People keep saying that, they know he's going to be short of offers. Like, of course he's not going to be short of offers with stats like that. I mean, look, he's stat padding. He should be called Steve Stat Padding Bruce. That's what his name should be, because
he's like Russell Westbrook, chasing the triple doubles every night.
All of these numbers here, 1,000 league games, but they leave out the win percentage. They leave out the amount of silverware he's brought in. And
they leave out that nobody has said Bruce's football philosophy is incredible. They leave that out. I've never heard anyone say the way Bruce sets up a team, the way they pass the ball. I've never heard it.
Yeah. Oh, mate.
He's an overrated, outdated English manager. His football style still matches the old clips they showed of him playing. That's his managerial style.
Oh, man. Couple more and then to go wrap this up, because I've been moaning about Bruce for way too long now. And
Murphy's had a 6-year contract.
That's what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Like, we've done some dumb deals.
But we can sell Murphy, though. Murphy's good. We can sell Murphy to a championship team.
Yeah, but again, think about if he's on a 6-year deal, he's going to be on some change. Championship teams are going to be like, hold on a minute, we don't want to sign him for the 35, 40 grand that he's on right now. You pay 20 of it and we'll pay the 15. And we'll I
said we'll sell Murphy. Murphy will get a premiership team.
Oh, you think Murphy?
A newly promoted one. A newly promoted team. Like a West Brom. West Brom Murphy.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
But wait, you're telling me West Brom have better than Murphy? Who?
Listen, they've had before. They had Conor Gallagher, who's now ripping it up at
He was on loan.
Still, it's a better signing that week.
That's what I mean. So they can sign Murphy. Because they're going to need... Every championship team that comes up is going to need players. And we'll sell them.
True. But...
Come on, man. Murphy's not rubbish, you know? He's not rubbish.
He's not...
It's just... Yeah. If Murphy... I don't mind keeping Murphy, by the way, as a bench player, as long as he plays on the wing and is coached.
Yeah. Anyway, man. Listen,
look at the time when he had a purple patch. where he scored a couple goals, was playing well. You need to give. He needs to be coached. But because Bruce is not a coach, he just goes with what works, experience and the old guard. Still playing Matt Ritchie. How can we sign Jamal Lewis and you don't play him?
Yeah. Listen, man, it's been great catching up. I know it's not going to be on good-ish terms, but we've
it's a good thing for me, baby.
Listen, we need a proper catch up anyway, like just to go through things, because I always feel like when we're reacting after a match day, it's always like depressing. That's why I stopped these for a bit. So once we've fully got this guy out, and then we can start fresh, then we can just have another one of these and be like, yo, let's.
But get ready for the tabloids tomorrow trying to mock us. Oh, money doesn't solve everything, does it? Haters.
Yeah, man. But anyway, thanks guys for watching and listening, and we'll definitely be doing more of these as well with more of the gang as well.
Cheers, the new manager comes in.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, take care of yourselves. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Peace out.
All right. Peace, man.